All right, if you were to rip out your kitchen cabinets, you'd probably be surprised by all the wasted so-called dead space that lies beneath your countertops. Thankfully, my next guest knows just where to find it and make much better use of it all. Michael Saunders is the owner of Shelfgenie of Columbus. Always good to have you here, Michael.
It's always great to be here.
All right, today we're talking about that space beneath your countertop range. So people have that oven that just kind of sits on their countertop. What is usually underneath it?
Nothing.
Not even a cabinet. I mean, it's like
no shelving, I should say, but lots of stuff jammed in there. When they're doing that cabinet, they don't even put the little half shelf that everybody hates because they don't know what's going in there for sure. They don't know where the gas line's going to come up. They don't know where the electric's going to be. They don't even know what kind of cooktop necessarily you're putting in. So there's no drawer underneath the cooktop. It's a false front, and the whole bottom is just a big open box.
And we know when people get a hold of big open boxes, they just shove stuff in them. So that's obviously where you come in. So you want that, of course, to be utilized for what they're going to do in that space, right? Which is cook.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you come in, what do you kind of recommend for that area?
Well, the most obvious thing to put there is your pots and pans because they're right where you need them.
Sure.
So underneath a cooktop, we can do one of our style removals that we've talked about to take the center board out, to make it a big opening. Sometimes we can put 2 or 3 even glide out shelves in there to store other pots and pans. And here's the best part. This is the part that just amazes everybody. I'll take that false front and I pull it off. And they see that their cooktop doesn't actually come down into the drawer opening, and I can actually put a drawer in there where there isn't one right now.
And we're looking at 3D renderings, I mean, just to show some of the ideas, and there were some next to, obviously, a standard oven, but underneath that cooktop, you can really do anything that you do in other areas of the kitchen with that, right?
Absolutely. I mean, even if there is a gas line in there or an electric box that's in our way, we can do a notch out of a corner, a U out of the back of the box, whatever we have to do, or we can build a totally custom size that will go around all of that stuff so that you can utilize all that space.
Let's look at some of the kitchens that you have actually worked on and made a difference in, because as you said, these are, you know, this is somebody's kitchen here, and you've done this for them. And people probably also tell you what they want there a little bit too, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they'll talk about, a lot of times we're talking about what they have on the countertop, what they want to get off the countertop. Everybody's got that crock with spatulas and tongs and all that kind of stuff in it. When I can find a drawer underneath a cooktop where I can put a drawer, now that crock can go away and you're cleaning off countertop space, giving you more room to work and getting the stuff out of sight, but still very easy to get to.
And just looking more streamlined. I mean, your kitchen with all that stuff on the counters looks messy. I mean, no matter how you cut it, even if it's organized, I feel like getting it out of sight is always going to be a better looking option.
I mean, it's one of the main things I'll look at when I come into a kitchen. It's, you know, they're showing me these cabinets that they want me to fix, but I'm also looking at what's on the countertop and what do I think I can get off the countertop to make it look neater, to make it so that they do have more room to work.
All right, here's a question too. I would think that because though it is a range, it is an oven, cooking is happening, that heat is coming off of that.
Up, not down.
Okay.
I mean, if there was that much heat coming off down, you'd have a fire already. You can turn those burners on, put your hand on the bottom of that cooktop, and there's no heat.
Okay.
The heat is all radiating up.
So that's never a concern that your spatulas are going to melt or any of that stuff. You can utilize all that.
The main concern I get from people is not about spatulas melting, it's about, you know, heat and their spices.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But again, I assure them that that's not happening. I mean, they have to make these cooktops so that it doesn't radiate heat down because it's sitting in a wood box. If there's heat radiating down, we're going to have a fire.
You'd already have an issue.
Yes.
All right. So Michael and his team come in and then they will go through the entire process with you. It's what's great about them. They will look at your mess. They will see what they can do for you. So give them a call. Their phone and web is on screen. Shelfgenie.com/Columbus is a website you want to go to. So give them a call today and you'll be shocked at how much space Michael can find. So Michael, thank you as always.
Thanks for having me.